Hey, and sure man, not me. Hey, friend, body on the babe, rap bitch all on the brain. Wait.
Hi everyone, welcome. I know it has been a long time, but listen up, okay? I just moved and I'm gonna need you to cut me some slack, okay? The setup took me a long time to set it up. I hope you guys like the new setup. If you guys do not like the new setup, I will change it, okay? I will listen to anything y'all say. Anything y'all say, I'ma listen to. I'ma stop rambling and let's get to the video. In today's video, we're gonna be trying out the Huda Beauty. Why can't I say that? The Huda Beauty foundation. As you guys know, I love very high coverage foundation. Like the thin coverage foundations don't really do that for me. Like they don't do anything for me. Except for this new pimple. I don't have acne scars or anything, but I do love high coverage foundation because doing makeup is like painting an art for me. So I'm gonna need a clear base to work with. So that's why I love high coverage foundation. And this is one of the high coverage foundations that people recommend and people seem to love so much. I know like this foundation has been out for like a minute now and I'm probably so late to do this review, but I wanted to try it out with you guys. And I bought also Nars foundation and I asked you guys if you guys wanted to see the Nars foundation review first or this review first, and a lot of people chose this review first. I made you guys choose on Instagram, so if you do not follow me on Instagram, that's your fault, okay? Your fault. You need to follow me so you can decide what happens in this channel. So it says here, high coverage cream foundation, effortless application, camouflage imperfection and pigmentation, soft focus filter finish. People say that this foundation has like an Instagram blur and I would really want that. Who doesn't want to be Instagram perfect all the time? And then it says direction, using a pump or less. So they're claiming that you only need one pump for the entire face, so we're gonna be trying that out as well. Use a pump or less. Apply foundation evenly all over the face with a dense brush or beauty sponge for best application. Pair with a Huda Beauty pre-makeup base. I do not have that, but what I do have is a Smashbox, the original Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer. I love this primer so much because it makes the face so smooth. I do have a face cream on my face first and then I like to apply this over because I love the blur and it kind of just smoothes your face and prepares it for the foundation we're gonna be putting on. Oh, by the way, I already done my brows and concealed underneath my brows. As you guys can see, my brows are not naturally this perfect, okay? After I do my primers, I usually like to color correct my face like around my mouth and underneath my eyes, but since I really want to test this foundation's coverage, I'm not going to be doing that today, so you guys can get an honest review on the product as well. Since they don't have a Huda Beauty in the makeup stores around me, I had to match myself online, so I don't even know if this color matches me or not. But in MAC, I am an NC45 shade, so we're going to try it out. It is in the color Toffee. So when I just open the foundation, it comes out like this. The packaging is kind of misleading because if you see it like this, it kind of looks like it's glass, but it's plastic and it's very lightweight. I mean, for the pricing of this foundation, it should have been glass. You know, it's not in the affordable side of foundations. I mean, maybe the product is worth the price and not the packaging, so let's try it out. Comes with a pump. We're just gonna squeeze this. Where should I put it? I'm just gonna put it here. Let's do one pump and see how. Oh, that's a lot actually. I'm gonna take my Morphe foundation brush and just do this. It might be a little too light. So I feel like you have to work with this foundation fast. Okay, one pump is not gonna be enough for me. Ooh! On the camera, it looks very blurred and everything. Oh no, like even in real life, it looks very blurred. I love that. I think I did a good job choosing the right color, but like the foundation is already done on my hand. So one pump is definitely not enough if you're using a foundation brush and not like a beauty blender. I don't know how it will be with beauty blender. Maybe we should do half of the face with beauty blender. But this half I'm gonna be doing with a brush. So I'm gonna need more pump. Okay, this pump is actually lasting me more than half the face. I don't know if it's gonna oxidize and be a little darker. I hope so, because it seems a little too light on my forehead especially. There's more foundation left on my hands now, so maybe one pump would work. So the first pump didn't really work out that well, but the second pump did last me longer. It is very high coverage, as you guys can see. Like, I didn't even do color correcting or anything on my face, but underneath my eyes and in this area I had little darkness and it kind of took it away. I usually do my foundation with brush because I feel like it has more coverage, not sucks it up like a sponge will. Just to show you guys how it will look with a sponge, I'm using a little bit of foundation and applying it on the other half. Yeah, I don't like... Yeah, no, the sponges are not for me. See the difference? Like, or you guys might not see it that much, but I see it on my mirror. Like, the coverage is not the same with a sponge and a brush. A sponge just sucks up the foundation for me. Like, it's not... I just like to blend it at the end with a sponge, but not like apply it with a sponge. Did it oxidize a little bit, or is this face darker than this face? This is how it looks with a brush, and this is the side with a sponge. You guys might not be able to see it, but I see it to be not that coverage on this side where we applied it with a sponge. So I'm just gonna go in with my brush again. And then I dab it with my beauty blender just to take away the excess foundation of my face. It's very, very high coverage. Like, do you guys see my face? You can't see nothing. It's just like a clear base. I love that. So far, so good. Like, so much coverage. Like, the blur effect. The color is also... I'm more tan than this foundation, but it was just summer and I was tanning a lot, so I think it will get better on winter, or it will oxidize and we will see how it looks. So let's see how it does when we put concealer on top of this. My favorite concealer to use is actually a foundation by The Balm, and it's called Even Steven, and it's a mid-medium. I love this foundation as a concealer because it's very, very pigmented, and I just like the way that it applies to my face since it's whipped and it's like gel light. With my Morphe M421 brush, I'm just taking a little bit. It just applies very easily, and that's why I love it. But it does set kind of fast, so I'm gonna do one eye and blend it out. It looks so good! I love this. It looks like I slept 24 hours. We have our concealer on right now. I haven't set it yet. Foundation is doing so well. So far, so good. It's not moving around. It's not like doing anything. Just might be my new favorite foundation because of the coverage, the blur, and now like it's not moving anywhere. Even when I put the concealer on, it's just staying still. I look good. I look good. And that's it. And then I'm gonna set underneath my eyes with Laura Mercier translucent powder, so that we don't have any creasing underneath the eyes. I'm just gonna do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. This is the finished look of what I decided to go for today. Right now it's about 3 o'clock. I'm gonna give you guys an update on how the foundation holds up. I'm gonna be testing it for about 5 hours. I'm not gonna be powdering it or anything. But so far I'm so obsessed. Like, there's not a creasage nowhere. I usually crease around my mouth, on the sides of my nose, and underneath my eyes. The coverage is amazing. With me not having to color correct underneath my foundation is a big deal. Right here, it will be my problem area. Like, it looks like I have a mask on all the time, so it covered so well there underneath my eyes. Like, it looks like I slept for several hours. Like, it doesn't smudge anywhere. Like, it doesn't move around when I'm applying like my bronzer, my blush, and everything else. Like, it just stays in place. It matches me as well, as you guys can see. This gives me everything that I want. I'm obsessed with it. I'm gonna be back in 5 hours and I'll show you guys how it holds up. It has been 5 hours since I put this makeup on, so I'm gonna bring you guys close so you guys can see what's going on. Okay, first thing I noticed is obviously that I am a little more oily than I was before, but that happens with every foundation for me. And this foundation doesn't claim to be a matte finish, it claims to be a velvet finish, so if I can just powder it down once, I think I'll be good for the rest of the day. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I am creasing a little more here on my smile line, right there and there, a little underneath my nose too, over here. Those are my problem areas all the time, so the foundation is not gonna do magic on my face, but it is creasing a little bit. But other than that, I think it held up like pretty well. Let me try powder it down a little bit so we can make it look like how it looked before. So what do I think of this Huda Beauty foundation? I really like it. I need to try it out maybe 2-3 times more to see how I truly feel about it, but for now I'm really obsessed with it. I'm gonna be wearing it a lot more to see how good it holds up. It's definitely an upgrade from my usual foundation, which is Milani Concealer plus Foundation. I definitely like this formula better, and I do feel like it blurs out and has more coverage to it. It looks like I have an Instagram filter on, like definitely. It looks good, okay? I'm not gonna lie, it looks good. You do have to powder it a little bit during your day, and one pump does not last the whole face. I don't know how they thought like that could work out. Maybe it's just me that wants to hide my identity under my makeup or whatever, but I don't think one pump is enough for the full face, especially if you're using a sponge. I don't think that's gonna last you for your entire face. I do like the foundation more with a brush, but I do that with every foundation. But other than that, I definitely think this might be my new favorite foundation for me. The Nars foundation review will be coming up after this, so stay tuned for that, and subscribe if you would like to see more of me. I would love for you to join my little family here. And thank you guys so much for 13,000 subscribers. I am very excited about it, and I don't even know how to celebrate it, but I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next week. Mwah.